This April 15th was the first time I didn't feel absolutely crushed. I didn't feel burned out. That doesn't feel right. Like, what even is tax season if you're not questioning your career choices afterward? Another tax season, another recap video. We survived. Yes, I'm calling it tax season and not busy season. I'm serious when I say this. If you don't follow me on Twitter or are a member of Counter or caught the last 2 live streams I did, you'd probably think I got kidnapped or forgot my YouTube login. Even though I try to make each tax season less busy, I'm still figuring out the balance between content creation, running my firm, and building my new community. And honestly, I think I'm okay with things being a little out of whack for now, if it means I'm working fewer hours than I expected. While I think January through April will always be busy, it won't be busy if I'm using standards used by public accountants. If you don't know, I implemented a new tax return scheduling system that allowed me to smooth out work over the first 6 months of the year. I'm gonna make a video going into the details of the scheduling system, but a quick summary is that I scheduled out all of my 1040 projects and only allowed a set limit of returns to be scheduled each week. Overall, it was a success. There's definitely room for improvement. Like, I have no idea why I didn't have business returns scheduled out with personal returns. It wasn't all dandelions and daisies though. I didn't make any YouTube content, which is how I measure success these days. Instead of time spent making content, I use my capacity for running my community. But that was actually a fun part of tax season. Running a community has to be the opposite of stressful. Even though I didn't strictly do as much content creation when it came to posting videos on YouTube, something I did happen to start to focus on was posting more on LinkedIn. The other bummer of tax season was not seeing any improvements in my 1040 information gathering software, which is officially on notice now. I did end up making a big software decision by getting rid of Virtual Office, which hosted my tax software. Let me share some numbers with you on hours worked. January averaged 35 hours a week compared to 42 in 2024. February averaged 46 hours a week compared to 44. March, 46 hours compared to 47. The first week of April was about 40 hours compared to 55. And then the second week of April was 39 hours compared to 40. Now those hours include the time I spent in the community. Those hours don't seem that bad, but I was waking up at about 5:30 a.m. during the week and working in the evening for about 30 minutes here and there. Get this though, I spent most of my accounting career getting 6 to 7 hours of sleep during tax season, but this year it was more like 7 to 8. Not only that, but my mental capacity wasn't getting maxed out from juggling 30 projects at once. Thanks to the scheduling system, I was able to add some clients in January and February, but shut down initial consults at some point so I could focus on my current clients. People say the worst clients come late, but some of my best clients are from January and February initial consults. It's the March and April latecomers you want to watch out for. In the end, we prepared 93 tax returns, which were 6 more than we prepared last season. 1 trust, 2 partnerships, 14 S corps, 75 personal. Okay, what? I thought I was supposed to prepare less returns with the scheduling system. Maybe Gary and I were more locked in this year. We extended about 50 returns and almost half of those went through the first stage of prep work. There has been a general feeling that is hard for me to shake during tax season, and that's guilt. I feel guilty for only wanting to work around 40 hours a week, when I could be working more to get more returns out to make my clients happy. As tax pros, there's this added pressure, or I guess expectation from either us or the wider public, or both, of cramming the vast majority of returns into a tiny 4-month window. That sounds super cringe, but a lot of our fears that we have, we self-impose onto our clients when our clients probably don't mind when their tax return is prepared, as long as their expectations are managed. My 2025 goal is to make memories, not money. What that means is that I'm trying to prioritize being present and in the moment with my family and whoever I'm with. It means I'm going to opt to not work if it means I can be making memories with my daughters. There was one Saturday in the beginning of April where I chose to go hiking with my girls instead of working on tax returns. Sure, there was some anxiety because I wasn't working on tax returns, but we had a blast. Even though there are definitely things that I tweak in hindsight about how this busy season went, I still think I made progress in making busy season, well, less busy. Hopefully next year we keep building on that, and eventually we make busy season feel like an actual season and not a psychological endurance test. If you're a firm owner or want to start a firm and work towards the same thing, come join Counter. It's a community I wish I had when I started this journey in 2020. We're all about building firms that work for us, not the other way around. Cheers. So I have this dad stash because our third child's about to be born, and I just have this, I have a tradition of having a mustache when our kids are born. Hope you like it. Get out of here.